Coach, thank you very much for talking with us. Last year was a year where there were a lot of lessons that you could teach your team. You were the best hitting team in the nation, and you didn't win the SEC. You played a whole lot of 5-set matches, and you lost a whole lot of 5-set matches, and you ended up having this epic final match. Even though you didn't finish first in the SEC, you went further than the other team, and like with a whisper. But of all those initial lessons, how do you get your returning players on board and to find something positive for this season after that loss last year at Texas that was so tough?
It was a tough loss, and I think if you want something to motivate your players, and understand they're collegiate athletes, and every year this is a highly motivated group, but I know they take, and we all take great pride in how hard we competed. We may not have won that match, but one play here, one call, we were right there, and I think our team understands that our goal was always to be playing our best volleyball in December. And we did. We had one bad week. It was early in the season when Jiva Raychek, our starting outside hitter, went to play with her national team. I would still make that right decision. It was the right decision for her and her national team. It just happened to be in part of the schedule that those 3 losses cost us an SEC title. Texas A&M deserved to win it. They had a phenomenal season. But we played our best volleyball in December, and that's exactly what we'll try and do this year as well.
5-set losses. A lot of elite programs go through strings where they, don't win at least half of them or more. But you guys seemed like they were biting you all the time. Is this team aware of that? Is this team prepared to not lose if you get to 5?
If we had the entire team intact, that would be a real easy discussion. But the fact we have 9 new players, they weren't there. They have no recollection of that. The returning players understand it was a play here, a play there. I think the difference with this group is we have a chance to be not just good in the back row, we have a chance to really be elite with all our ball handlers. And it was a ball handling play here, a first contact there, that with any of those, because we have enough point scorers, you get the ball to Rhamat, she's pretty efficient, Alex Holston, Carli Snyder. And so we think that just our ball control being so much better, that in a 5th set where the margin for error is so slim, just a positive pass as opposed to a one-option pass can make the difference.
Now, you guys led the nation last year in hitting percentage, which means you must have had, for most of the season, really great passing, serve receiving. Do you bring that back again this year? Do you agree that that's probably a big part of your success with how well you passed?
Well, it was an evolution, because if you saw us the first match of the season, and so we were not a great passing team, and we never were in our scoring system. We were very seldom even above a 2.0 passing team, and this group hasn't been below a 2.0 in any practice setting. So I think we're better just by maturing of our pin hitters, by the influx of new players, and by the evolution and it's a process. And we had a lot of young players. Not only this year, we just got younger.
Yeah, well, again, that passing, it was just amazing to see what your team could do, particularly with Rhamat, when time and again it looked like your setter had all of those combinations. But Rhamat seems to bring more. She seems to bring some sort of, I don't know, you describe it in order to say, hey, I just got a set I can do something with.
Her window, Rhamat's hitting window, has expanded so much since she first got to college, and that she understands that there are things that she can still do with a less than perfect set. And that's what middles have to learn. Outside pin hitters have to learn as well. And that's what the great hitters can do, is that they can terminate in less the perfect situations. And that Rhamat, as her hitting window has increased, she becomes even more dangerous and more offensive. She's got ability to get kills in lots of different looks.
Just a couple more. Most elite teams are not going to get to, say, the Final Four unless they've got a pretty darn good opposite or a great opposite. You've got Alex.
We do have Alex in her senior year. And Alex, like Rhamat and like Shaina, benefited so much from their play this summer, playing with the national team program in the Pan Am Cup. And Alex went out there just hoping to make the team, made the team, and then had one of those magical moments where she came off the bench and just lit it up. And to get that kind of confidence against such great opponents is huge for Alex. She's the strongest she's ever been. She's playing so well in all aspects of her game. Alex is poised to have a great senior year.
And then Carli, so many outside hitters. You're not going to get that high of a hitting percentage because everybody knows when you're out of system, it's going to her. And Carli's got this really, for an outside hitter, a really amazing hitting percentage. What's that all about?
Yeah, she's the enigma that you look at her and you look at her size and think, how is it that she's able to generate that kind of arm speed? Well, the bioanalysis that we did of her arm swing, and that it's something like 74 degrees further rotation than she has just because of her flexibility. If you watch in slow motion, and of course we got to see it in 3D and ultra slow-mo, and to watch with the whip of an arm. And so she's the player that you look at her, don't think she's going to hit that hard, and yet she's got these crazy angles that she's able to produce. Carli had a solid, really, really good sophomore year and taken on a much bigger role. And she's even a better position now going into her junior year.
Okay, last question. The SEC, there was a time when Florida pretty much was going to be the champion at the beginning of the season. You figured they would be, or at least one of the top two, but Missouri rose, and you got Texas A&M in there now, and Kentucky has always been tough. Do you like that? Do you like the fact the SEC has all these teams that are now starting to, sometimes beat you guys? Or
well, we do tease our fans. Be careful what you wish for. But no, it's not only quality teams, really quality coaches who have built programs that are going to be good every single year. That only makes us better. And the challenges of going on the road and playing in some of these venues against highly talented players that are very well coached, it does make the SEC even stronger, and as competitive as it is, makes us better. And what our next step is that we have to have more SEC teams go further in the tournament, because the tournament is what all conferences are known for. That's how they're rated. Whether that's fair or not, it is what it is. You get 3 weekends, and as soon as we get more SEC teams advancing further, then all of a sudden the rest of the country is going to know what we know in the league. It's a pretty darn good league.